Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with the Lecture Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, I'm coming through with another topic that was requested to me. Basically, this is a comment that I screenshotted from a few months ago when I was asking y'all what kinds of topics y'all want me to discuss and things like that, which is what I have been covering lately on my channel, as y'all can see, especially from like last week's video and other things like that. It's been basically like that lately, and it's a lot of fun for me to do, by the way. So if y'all have any requests that y'all want me to cover in regards to any YouTube video topic with the law of assumption or even a spiritual topic, please let me know what that is so that I can cover it in a video. Okay, so with that being said, today what we're going to be discussing is this comment today that I received, which says, topic idea: how to protect mind from negative affirmations. I go places and I hear negative music, negative people everywhere, not so much the people but the music. Like, I'll listen to a song and my energy will start going off the walls. The subliminal messages in songs, they do touch. Okay, so I thought that this was honestly a really good topic to discuss at this time, because I'm sure that this is honestly a topic that I feel like a good amount of people do wonder about. I feel like people do wonder if the subliminals in music nowadays or just in general do affect us, like what they put in the music, and basically how to avoid having these negative affirmations affect you. And the reason I'm quoting avoid and negative is because it's nothing for you to avoid overall. It's just more about understanding that everything is up to your interpretation when it comes to certain people's limiting beliefs. Okay, so when it comes to listening to negative affirmations outside of your house, and honestly, in my opinion, I feel like in my life it hasn't been so much music, because I'm very selective about my music and I listen to music that makes me feel really happy and good. And if I don't like the lyrics, I will either shift it around for myself, I won't take it too seriously, or I just won't listen to it if I really don't energetically feel up to it. But what I am more accustomed to is listening to people talk a lot of crap about things that they don't even mean. You know what I mean? Like, people say a lot of pessimistic things. I've heard that a lot, but I will say in recent years, and I do believe that this is a factor of me manifesting being around a lot of positivity, is that I actually am hearing now a lot more positivity, where people think that things are really beautiful, things are really cute, oh my god, that's so this, that's so great, whatever. It's like a lot of positivity around me, which makes me very happy. But I have also come to terms with how I do see people around me do speak negatively about themselves a lot, especially because I am like a full-time figure skater. So I basically figure skate almost every day of the week. And when I'm at the rink, a lot of people, they tend to unintentionally sleep on themselves. So they will say things about their skating, about a certain thing that they can't do or even can do, that they just have to say the worst about, you know, like, oh, that was garbage, or it wasn't my best, or I could do better, you know, things like that. And it's not the reality of what the case is, you know, like, they're saying those things because they feel comfortable putting themselves down in that moment. But the thing about you, I want y'all to understand, like, everyone who's watching this, if you are a law of assumptioner, if you are a conscious manifester, everyone that you are, you all have a lot of power within yourselves. And I do not say that lightly. This is extremely credible within everything that you're doing. This is very much the reality of what it is for a person like yourself in this reality. Okay, so because you are somebody who has so much power in your life and in everything that you're doing, literally just like that, because you know it. That's the whole thing with having a high self-concept, is understanding that you have so much power within knowing who you are and knowing what you bring to the table, so much to the point that you are able to help people around you see things differently. You're able to interpret things differently. You have to understand that everything that you're seeing in your reality, even if it does feel quote unquote negative, which honestly I'm going to tell you guys, don't associate these things with negativity so much, but more of like, this is their understanding of life and I don't resonate with that, you know, so that you don't feel so low about what you hear, what you feel. Because if you sit here and you're like, this is so negative, you're going to feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel the energy of, oh my god, this is weighing me down, and you don't want that, because you don't deserve to be feeling that way, especially not because that's just how it's not supposed to be for somebody like you know what I'm saying? You guys deserve to be surrounded by energies that make you feel very good, very strong, very powerful within yourselves. And because you have the power to see things that way, the whole thing is that you have to make things up to your interpretation of what they are for yourself and what the reality of these things are. So an example with what I'm telling y'all right here is that, let's say, for example, again, that you guys are out at the beach maybe, and then after you go to get some ice cream at some store nearby, because that's how it is where I live. Like, there's a beach and then there's a lot of outside stores and kind of like an outlet, but not really. It's more of like a strip strip, and there will be places to get ice creams, places to shop, things like that. So let's say that you're going to the beach and then you had a great day. You go to get some ice cream at some ice cream store, and you're in the store and you hear songs that are literally detrimental to your mental health. Like, they could be, okay? And I mean this in the way that the lyrics are really sad, you know? Even myself, I do skate, again, at a public rink. So during public sessions, they play music for everyone. And the music is very like in between. It could be very positive or very negative, quote unquote, depending on how you see it, of course, because the lyrics are always very different. This thing that this person is experiencing, it used to bother me a lot. Like, these things used to literally affect me, and they used to make me feel less powerful within myself because, oh my god, this is so negative and I'm absorbing it, like it's messing with my energy. You have to be strong enough to put that wall up and understand this is their interpretation of how they feel. This has nothing to do with me at all. You have to understand that what these people are saying, what these people are claiming, what these people seem so sure to be stating out, whether it's in a song or in public around you, this is just their own limiting belief being projected out into the open surface, and it's definitely not your job to absorb that, okay? Just observe that these people feel this way, and honestly, thank God for yourself that you don't feel that way, for one, and two, intend the best for this person to see things very differently. Like I was stating at the beginning of the video, because you're somebody who is so powerful and because you bring so much to your table, you are able to make shifts within these people's lives and artists' lives as well. Don't think that it just goes for the people around you and not the artist as well, just because they can't see or feel you. They can feel you, baby. They feel energy. Everyone feels energy. So the second that you intend, okay, yes, like let me intend that this artist feels better about themselves, or that this person no longer resonates with what they're singing in this song, or this person who's in front of me at this ice cream store in line talking about how they don't have any money, whatever, intend that they see things differently, because I kid y'all not, dead ass, like really, let me tell y'all right now, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very logical, or I was very logical. I'm very spiritually logical now, so I do see things very differently. Like, I'm very, very, very open-minded when it comes to everything. But there was a time where I would think to myself, what good could I really do? You know, like, how far does me intending something better actually make a difference? And it does actually make an enormous difference, just your intention alone. It's not to say don't take action where you feel like you should, you know, obviously with things going on in the world, like freeing Palestine and everything like that, that's something that you can definitely take action, and you should always take action with, by spreading awareness, donating, doing things that you can possibly do to help the people of Palestine, of course, and also setting a great intention. But in this case, I'm telling y'all right now, when it comes to you seeing things for what it is, when, you know, the person in front of you is talking smack about how much they don't have money or whatever else the case may be, I mean, you might not go up to them and give them unsolicited advice, obviously, and tell them, hey, you know what, you shouldn't say that, because I feel like that totally depends on the situation. I personally would probably not do that unless we were already talking, or unless the topic of manifestation and them feeling that way comes up. But in this case, if you witness something like that, set the intention alone that this person does have a lot of money, they see that for what it is, and that they're going to understand that for themselves, that everything is okay within their realities, as well as the people who you are listening to in music. Because for myself, like I stated, I don't like when people talk so negatively in music, where they say things that are completely self-detrimental, because I don't even believe it in the first place for themselves. I don't believe that they actually mean what they're saying. I don't believe that these are lyrics that they actually resonate with. I feel like, you know, music is definitely an outlet, so these people might just be venting a lot, and that's understandable. But the whole case and point is that you're not here to be absorbing what you're hearing. You're here to be making a difference with that. And that is why you as a conscious manifestor is such a powerful thing. It's because it's not even like I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all avoid it completely, just ignore it, don't even pay attention to it, because yes, for one, definitely do that if you feel comfortable with that. Definitely, you know, if it makes you feel better to completely avoid such a thing for yourself, for your mental health, feel free to do that. But please understand that that's the first step, because that's what I used to do. Then the second step of you embracing your power is understanding that you can actually make differences here by simply intending them, and then they actually happen because you're allowing them to. And that's the best part about it, like I stated, is that understand you have already made made an enormous difference within your own reality as a person that you are in your reality. You know, you get things that you want, you see things for what they are, you let things just come together for you, you manifest things left and right. So now that you have claimed this power, you're no longer at step one where you are just, I hope I can dream that I can have this and maybe one day I will. Now you're at step two where you're saying, let me take matters into my own hands and actually manifest a difference because I actually can. And just like that, because you know that you can make a difference through your intention, you can do the same thing with everything else. And that right there gives you so much power that maybe you didn't even realize that you had. I will tell you guys, for myself personally, I have come into so much power with how much power I actually have for real. Like, I feel as though a whole other level of myself has been unlocked in a way that I honestly never thought. No, I knew, actually, like saying this, I feel like I always knew it, but I never knew how I was going to unlock that. I used to honestly be very not afraid of these things, but I was very much push these things away. I didn't want to hear about it. I didn't want to see it. Anything that would ruin my day that I felt like would, I was like, leave it alone. But now I look at everything with power, like every single little thing, even the things that seem the scariest in this life. Like, I no longer fear in the spiritual world. I don't fear demons. I don't fear anything demonic, quote unquote, because even then, that is all a power that you give. I used to avoid the F out of that because I honestly was kind of afraid of that kind of stuff. But I understand now, I am such a powerful person. I am genuinely the one in control of my reality. No one and nothing can make me feel anything other than the best in my freaking reality. Like, this is my world. So if this is my world, I have to take control every single place that I possibly can. And I honestly feel like it is a very great thing that this person asked me this question at this time, because now I am able to expand even more on how you can take your power to the next level for yourself, where you are assuming differently for those around you, where you are really setting different intentions to help those around you through your intentions, like I stated, and for you to understand that just because something seems very negative, that you have the power to stop that thing short, because these things should not be allowed to mess with your energy. And I do entirely understand where, you know, this is a thing, like, this is understandable. You know, these things do mess with your energy because it makes you feel that way. Like, you feel lower because of what you're hearing. You're not enjoying what you're hearing. You're not proud of it. It doesn't make you feel good. Understandable. But take power in the fact that you can actually make a difference through your intention, and you will actually make so many shifts within the world around you, for one. And then if you didn't believe in the first place that you can make shifts in your world, believe me when I say, because you see it happening all around you. You see that things are shifting for the better. You can see that there's a lot more songs about love and light, that there's a lot more people talking positively about themselves. You know, for myself, like I stated, you know, throughout the years, I've seen people become a lot more positive around me. Thank God, like, honestly, because I love positivity. But that was something that I had to learn was capable of actually manifesting around me, because I, for one, believed in myself. But in your case, let's say that you see the world shifting around you for the better for yourself, you know, whether it comes to music, people talking, whatever it is that is in the music, all that great stuff, whatever. Okay, so you know that you're making positive shifts and you're helping people around you. Now you have proof that because you've made a difference somewhere, that you can make a difference within your own life, thus you giving double power. And it goes both ways, okay? Whether you believe in yourself first and then you see the shifts around you, or whether you see the shifts around you that helps you believe in yourself after that, then it's still the same thing. You know, like, you're still winning. You're still getting to a place of really embracing and empowering just how far your power actually freaking goes. And that's the best thing about the people. I'm just gonna throw this in right here, is that the best thing about people like us, I'm not saying just law of assumptioners, but I'm saying people in the world, is that when we come together, y'all see how powerful we really freaking are. Like, we are undeniably powerful in all ways, shapes, and forms. That is why coming together is so needed, you know, in all different kinds of ways. It's because when you guys come together, everyone, it just shifts everything. You know, you're able to see the world differently. You're able to have more power within yourself. You're able to understand just how much power you actually have in this world, thus making enormous shifts. So even when you are listening to music that you're not so fond of, or you are hearing people around you that, you know, don't make you the happiest, don't sit there and let it bring you down, because that's the opposite of what it should be doing. What it should be doing is showing you that, for one, no one and nothing could have any kind of control over you in that way. Nothing could ever make you feel as though you are lower than, you know, you actually are, because you're not low. You are the most high. And it should also push you towards you understanding that even if it appears this way, it is not actually this way, because that is not how you see it for yourself in your reality, where you understand just how much, I don't even want to say positivity, because it's not even like a positive factor where it's like, okay, I'm being positive so everything's shifting. It's more of like, this is just the way it is. is. Like, this is the realistic thing. So yes, I guess you could say the realistic thing is positivity, but I'm just trying to say that you being empowered, you standing on top of business, and you understanding that you can really take control of the narrative of what you see, what you hear, what you feel, that all of these things, again, create enormous shifts in your highest favor and in the lives of those around you as well. Okay, so the next time that you're out in public and you hear something that you don't like and you're not super fond of or anything else like that, don't sit there and let it bring you down, because that's honestly probably low-key the intention of what these people, what these things are trying to do, in the way that, you know, they probably don't feel the best about themselves, so they want company. It's kind of like, what is it, misery loves company, kind of like that. I don't think it's intentional, but I do think it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm not so happy, and I'm kind of putting that energy out there to see if other people feel that way, and hopefully these people do feel like how I do, so that I'm not alone here. But you're helping these people, the artists, the kind of music that you're listening to, all that stuff, it's all energy. You're helping it all lift itself up to where you are, which is high up in the sky, because you're not going to fall down for anything. And you are not going to sit there and say to yourself that you feel so low because, oh my gosh, these lyrics are really getting me down, or this person said something that is sticking with me, I don't know what to do, whatever. No, like, you have to remember your place in this world, for real. You cannot stoop down to that level where you feel like you resonate now with what they're saying because you can't get it out of your head, it's messing with you too much. No, like, take power, take the initiative, understand your power and your worth, and understand that that is making an enormous difference, and that's it. And it's not just about saving the world, bro, because this is not about saving the world. This is just about you setting an intention and understanding you're going to see that be replicated within your reality through any kind of subliminal whatever. All that stuff, F that, it has no power if you don't give it power, okay? Just like every other positive subliminal that you listen to, it only has power because you're literally giving it power, okay? There are people who listen to subliminals and feel like it doesn't do anything for me. That's because they don't actually believe in the subliminal. But the people who do believe in subliminals, they're going to get the results that they want. That's just how it is with everything in this life. So if you hear something you don't like, F that, literally freak that. It doesn't matter, because what they're saying is irrelevant. The only thing that exists is what you're saying does exist, which is the most high, positivity, everything that makes you feel the most empowered. That is what you deserve to be a part of, consciously speaking. And alongside that, everything else as well shifts in your highest favor when it comes to music, lyrics, people, subliminals, whatever. No, if it does not resonate with you, freak that, throw it out the window, because it just does not matter. You are still as empowered as you've always been. I do understand being empathetic in that way though. Like, I understand where you care so much that you feeling this kind of way does mess with you and it makes you feel a type of way. But please do understand and remember that you have so much power in reclaiming that power, transmuting that into something more powerful for yourself, while also understanding that you need to put your foot down, because these things can't mess with you without your permission, okay? If you don't let them mess with you, they're not going to, because this is your life. This is literally all about you. No matter what it is, no one could ever take that away from you. And that goes the same for everything else, okay? Literally for everything else. If anyone has ever done anything stank to me or whatever, you know, it doesn't happen, but like, if that ever were to be the case, and it has happened before, that is not something for me to sit there and be like, oh my god, this is so bad, I'm so affected by this, like, this hurts a lot. No, bitch, absolutely not. I'm taking my power back and I'm gonna be like, okay, absolutely not. I am the most high still. I am very empowered, and everything that I see around me, these are all things that are helping to uplift me in my highest favor, because that is what everything does. And it does. Every single time, it always freaking does. Nothing ever brings me down in that sense, because I have to understand just how much power I have in knowing who I am, just how much I bring to the table, and basically being my very best self, because it always works. It always pays off. It always manifests just the most high for me, because that's what I deserve, just like you do for yourselves as well. All right then, my love. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I feel like I basically touched base on every single angle of this topic, of this question that I had here. I truly intend from the bottom of my heart that everything that I've said to you guys today resonates with y'all, and that y'all understand it fully and truly. I feel like y'all definitely do, because y'all always will. I feel like the people who watch my channel and who interact with me really do understand exactly where I'm coming from, and they get the messages I'm putting out there. It's just that these are really important things, and I feel like you have to really open yourself up and your mind up to the possibility of seeing things from a different perspective, because your perspective manifests a lot of freaking things in this reality. Every single thing, you know, it's almost like receiving a birds before land sign. If you see a sign of you having your desire and you're getting it little by little or whatever, you know, you're getting chunks of it, okay, you can either sit there and say, oh my god, I'm failing at manifesting because things aren't coming together for me, obviously I'm doing something wrong if I'm getting only a little bit of what I'm saying I have. No, you have to look at that thing and be like, okay, word, period. Like, I literally have what I want because I'm getting proof of it right in front of me. It's all about your perspective, all about your perspective. That's it. Your intention, how you see it, how you want to approach it, what it's all about. Don't let anyone outside of you affect you in any way, shape, or form. I don't care who it is. I don't care what song it is. I don't care about the subliminal behind it. Freak that. You have so much power in reclaiming who you are and knowing who you are and understanding that if it's not what you want, it has nothing on you at all. All right? Be strong enough to know this because you guys all definitely are. You guys can definitely do this, and absolutely nothing can stop you from having exactly what you're saying that you have, and nothing can stop you from always feeling like your very best self, as you most certainly deserve to be feeling like, period. Okay then, my love. All right then. So with that being said, thank you guys so freaking much for watching my video today. It was such a blast to be able to talk about something like this. It definitely was something that is very spiritually deep as well for myself, because I've been through this so many times before, and as empathetic people, which I'm sure that the person who asked this is, it is not anything that you deserve to be putting your energy into, because you deserve only the best kind of energy always. You know, like, if it's not the most high, forget it. Seriously, forget it. You need to have very high standards in this way. Deadass. If it's a song that you don't like, turn it off, turn it away. Just don't let it be anything that affects you that much. If you hear people out in public talking smack about whatever, who cares? Like, literally, who cares? That is their problem, but intend that they feel better, you know, that they understand the weight of their words and that they will see things differently for themselves, because your intention really does create everything. It does. It creates enormous shifts if you allow it to. It always freaking does. And just like I always say, it is always already done in your very highest favor right here in this very moment. No waiting, no eventually, no this. It's done right now, just like that, okay? Just like that. All right then, my love. Okay then, I will see y'all next Thursday for another video. Thank you guys so freaking much for watching today. You guys mean the world to me, and I am genuinely so grateful and thankful for you all. You guys are so sweet, so kind, so supportive and understanding. I am extremely grateful for all of y'all, and that will never change. It will only continue to grow with time, because everything is only growing with time for me. Like, it's only getting better, and I don't believe in time, but it's just getting better. That's it. Like, it's only getting better. It always is. But all right then, my love. May God bless y'all always. Please take care, everyone. I will speak to y'all very soon. Bye. The power that you have over yourself and your reality goes unbelievably freaking crazy in the way that no one and nothing could ever touch you in any way, shape, or form. Dead ass. When it comes to your energetic state, nothing could ever affect you in that way. The best part about the fact that you are in as much control as you are right here in this very moment all comes down to the fact that you are allowing things to come together for you as they most certainly are supposed to, in your very highest favor. No matter what you see, what you hear, what you feel outside of yourself, none of it could ever affect you. And another great thing about this is that because it is all still within you, you know, like, this whole world is still exactly what you are. You know, it's all energy, it's all us, it's all connected, that you get to create shifts within what it is that you're hearing that you are not so fond of. Just like you're able to assume the best out of people around you, out of circumstances around you, out of everything around you, you can also assume the best for the kinds of music that you're listening to, for the kinds of things that you're hearing out in public, for everything that you don't like, you know, within your reality. Make it into something that you love, because you deserve to be your very happiest at all freaking times. And I do not say that lightly. I know that y'all know exactly what it is to take power over yourself and over your life, because y'all deserve to have that kind of control over what you know you have going on. You deserve to feel as empowered as that. Let yourself feel and be as empowered as that. And if you know who you are, you know what you got going on, and you know everything else, just let it all come together for you, because you deserve to have that be exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And you deserve to be happy everywhere that you go. No matter what you hear, no matter what you feel, no matter what it is, let it be the very best, because you are so capable of allowing things to be the very best for somebody like yourself. And that is just the way it will always be, again, for somebody like yourself. With that being said, guys, nothing could touch you again. No energetic bullshit, nothing, okay? Absolutely freaking nothing. If it is not the best, assume the best, but understand you only deserve the best. Only entertain the best. Anything else, it is irrelevant. Have power over it. If you have power over it, you have power over everything. Okay, seriously. And it's not about some sort of narcissistic control over whatever. No, I'm talking just be empowered within yourself, because you deserve to be that empowered within yourself. And you absolutely always do. May God bless y'all always. Again, my love. Please take care, everyone. Please continue doing what you're doing. You guys are the absolute best. And just like that, it's only going to continue to get better from here. And yes, it absolutely is. May God bless y'all always. Again, please take care, everyone. Intending only the best music, only the best best kinds of people around y'all. Only the best always. Okay, always. God bless again. Bye.